I want to salute comedian Godfrey for his latest Vlad TV interview. On this interview, he was talking about getting fired from radio, satellite radio, and how his show was on top. Some little stupid incident happened. He got caught up with the shit. But he's saying that moment that they're telling him that he's fired or they're letting him go, he got that epiphany or remembered about metaphysics and how he used to study all of that, and he used to listen to Phil Valentine and pretty much all this conscious community guys that you and I may not listen to at times.
Oh, we move loud, no loud. We move loud, nigga. We gonna be more down. We
Being
siping now.
a talent or entrepreneur is a tough deal for everybody. It might be easy for some and it's easy in a lot of ways, but like anything else, we are humans. Some of us go through things that, like getting fired, would be a damper on your mentals, and sometimes it'll block your creativity and things like that. Or if you're not set up right in your life, you might go back and be like, dang. However, to even have that spirit of entrepreneurism or entrepreneurship or being a talent that don't work a 9 to 5, and if that's a good point too, if you work in a 9 to 5 and you have that spirit in you, a lot of times that'll come off to other people, even if you don't say, I'm going for this, that, and the third, it'll come over because it'll show itself to a lot of people that you're not really rooted in the everyday life kind of deal. You know what I mean? You're not really rooted in the 9 to 5 kind of situation where this is your whole life and you're planning on being that. And even if you're not, there's a lot of people that just go on working and they might be heading towards something, or they just saying that because you see that a lot. And I'm one of them, and I can tell you that I've seen people that I've been to jobs or companies that I've seen medical people that been there for years and would complain about the other people within their company, the office politics, and the higher ups, this and this, that, and the third, and you'll see them for years. They grow old with the job and still saying the same thing. Now, if they really had that spirit, even if when they hit 90, it wouldn't be something that fizzled out. Because that real spirit is that real spirit. You feel it in your bones every day you get up. You feel it every time you go to a job, even if you're having a good time. You don't belong there. So all the office politics, especially if you're a man, especially if you're a black man, especially if you even consider yourself to be an alpha black man. And I really don't even like fucking with that word too much. Alpha and beta and simps and pimps. Yeah, it's funny because personally I'm trying to be a writer or comedic writer, especially. You know what I mean? So when I say shit like that, that's fun to me. But to use it in this context of divide, but the point I'm trying to make about that is, if you're an alpha black male, or you're just an alpha male, or you're a person that you don't really see the high school mentality of grown adults as something that is necessary. So I've had personal experiences with working at jobs when I know I'm a talent and I know that I got what it takes to do what I'm dreaming of or what I foresee. But being at jobs a lot of times, even amongst a lot of women, and I'm an introvert and I'm a little bit of extrovert, right? So if you're an outgoing person, that could carry off a lot of extra activities that's not necessary in your life as a business person or an aspiring business person or an aspiring talent that has nothing to do with an everyday job, right? And being in them environments because I'm a person that we all got our fucking hold on a second. Yeah, we all got our habits that probably hold us back from becoming our full potential, whether that's food or whatever the case may be. If you're that woke, you know what it is.
No, like they pay like people in the league out here. Like some of them, man.
But
You think I get paid fucking money? No.
like for myself, like I'm going back to being an extrovert at times when you're around people that you probably, get to like, get a little bit comfortable, so you talk and you might express yourself in a manner, even if it's not verbal, you might express in a manner where they know you feel like you don't belong there and that you have other things going on. So you, even when I block off a lot of the chicks that's around in the job, that because they like to get attention. We all know women like attention. Women know they like attention. Men know women like attention. But even in that aspect, when you're at your job and you're focused and they see that shit, a lot of women, it turns them on, you know what I mean? And even with the fellas, they'll see that shit and that shit fuck up their head. Or just the regular office politics with the niggas trying to be the bravado of the fucking atmosphere, right? So things like that, when you know for a fact that that's not where you're gonna end up being at in the long fucking run, it'll create a lot of conflict within that environment that you always gotta keep it moving. And you always gotta remember that no matter what happened at that job, even if you end up being at that job for a longer period of time, the mentality that you have as a talent and an entrepreneur to go after that is not something that you should take lightly. Yeah, man, what I'm trying to say is that kind of mentality is something that keeps you happy. It keeps you out of the realm of the fucked up kind of thinking that a lot of groups tend to gravitate to, because it's human nature to see somebody not fucking with a certain thing that you're doing, or they're not all the way in it as you are, and you thinking that they feel like they're better than themselves, and you might hate them. So it's not always a beautiful thing to be around people that think that fucking way, but when you don't think that way, it's always gravy for you, because what Godfrey said on that interview, he said to himself, a better door must be opening right about fucking now. Because when you have that freedom of, or that mentality of, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the regular, everyday bullshit politics that niggas tend to gravitate to a lot. If you don't give a fuck, it's always gonna be a better. And when I say don't give a fuck, I don't mean that you're just a piece of shit animal Hitler nigga, right? So get that out your mind. I'm saying you don't let a lot of shit hold you back. Nothing. Not from finding a spouse if that's what you want, or finding a job with a bigger career, whatever it is. When that door closed, you should not give a fuck, and you should always thinking of the better door that's opening for you. Because if you even think about it, if you of sound mind, all the things that you've been through them. And you here right now to hear me talk about. Don't let that stop you, because it didn't stop you. So salute to my nigga for reminding niggas that even, especially when you're a woke motherfucker and you trying things, you can't let the sleeping motherfuckers be the reason you lose sleep. You feel me? Peace.